Hello, everybody, and thank you for tuning in. This is Daniel with Casual Dude Reviews. And as promised, I'm going to keep up my series with luxury watches. And so far, we've done Omega and Rolex, but we're going to continue with Rolex here today. The watch I have here today is actually a watch that I never really liked when I saw it in pictures or on video. But I did walk into my Rolex AD, and this was available as a walk-in. And so I saw it, I tried it on. Now, you've already seen the description of the video or you've searched for it, and so you probably know what it is already. But I want to say I already have a Submariner No Date, which is one of my favorite daily watches. It's just something that can be dressed up, dressed down. It's just such a man's piece. And so when I saw this one, I thought it was a little bit flashy. Never really took to it when I saw it out in the wild, but I had my first chance to see it in person. And let me tell you, when you get this thing on the wrist, it's a whole new feeling. Not only does it feel just kind of very manly, and I like to call it a little bit of an old man watch, but it's a rugged watch, but it's still beautiful. But what really sold me on this piece was the dial. When the dial hits the light, it's just a whole different animal. So rather than you sitting and looking at a box for multiple minutes, we're going to go ahead and open this baby up. So today we are unboxing the Bluesy Submariner. And so reference number on this is 126613LB. And I have to say, again, this is a little bit of a sleeper for me. I know it's a popular watch already, so, but for me, I just really never had interest in it. And we're going to go ahead and unbox it for you and see if we could turn some of you non-believers into believers. So here we go. And here it is, the Rolex Submariner Bluesy. Now, as you know, this is a two-tone model, so it is a gold oyster bracelet. It does have a clasp on it. And yeah, it's basically a date Submariner with a couple of differences. Obviously, one being the gold on the two-tone, the blue dial, and then the bezel here. And so let's bring this up close, see if we can get it to focus here. But the real selling point here is the dial. Let me see if I can catch some of that sunburst for you. No, maybe not. But you can see a little bit there just kind of emanating from the middle. But when this dial catches the sunlight, it's really something special. I don't know how to describe it, but here you go. What we can see here is it does have a gold rotating bezel, one directional. It does have the blue ceramic bezel. And then it also has the gold crown. So I don't know, maybe it's because I'm a little bit older. I'm in my 40s now. But when I see this watch, I just kind of think of just like those older guys that are also still pretty rugged, like somebody who's not afraid to wear this while working on their car. It's just such a classic and beautiful piece. It's like they took the best of the Submariner and just kind of aged it up a little bit. And so yeah, I understand why a lot of young people love the Submariner now, but as you get older, you want something that's a little bit, I think, got a little bit more class to it. Obviously, the Submariner has its own class as being notable for being a James Bond watch during the Connery years, but this is just such a beautiful timepiece. Now, one of the issues I have with gold, of course, is that it does scratch a little bit easier. It is a softer metal than the stainless steel. But what's nice about this is that it's not overbearing. You do have, the gold accent going up the middle of the oyster bracelet, but the stainless steel kind of keeps it grounded, I think. And so what we might do here is put it on the wrist, see what it looks like. All right, so we're going to open the locking clasp and we're going to pop this open. Now, I do have a 7.75 inch wrist. And so, the Submariner is a bigger watch, but look at that. This is just such a beautiful timepiece. Again, this is something that you kind of have to see to believe. We'll try to get some light shots here after I finish the video and cut it in, but there it is. I mean, it just wears so beautifully. And And what's nice is it's not only the dial that catches the light, but it's really the whole thing. I mean, you've got the polished gold links there, polished clasp. It's just such a nice piece. Again, if you have like a 7.5-inch wrist, easy to pull this off. Typically, you don't want the lugs going beyond the edge of the wrist for a good fit. But here, yeah, I'm glad I have a bigger wrist because this is a watch I feel will grow old with me. And yeah, we're loving it. So let me see if I can get some shots in sunlight, see if we can get some of that kind of sunburst from the dial, and you can see what really sold me on this piece. Thanks for watching.